Hello students, I'm Ross Macinnes. I was raised around horses in Manitoba. Then I joined the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and was trained under the demanding protocols of the musical ride. Throughout my life I've had a tremendous opportunity for reading, and being raised in northern Manitoba, that's pretty well all we had to do. In the last number of years I've written a number of books, which I'm really pleased to be able to share with you today. My latest book is called Am Cadillac, Life Lessons from a Horse. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. This is Uma. She is a registered Canadian horse. She's a mare. They're an endangered species, but it's also Canada's national horse. So I just wanted to introduce you to Uma, and she's just one of our most curious horses. And I'll join you over in a minute. Thanks. I'd like to read a short excerpt from the book Am Cadillac. It was early summer. The sky was lit by a full moon, and the whole herd had moved down into the sheltered coulee for the night. Murphy had found a soft spot near a clump of willows, settled in for a deep sleep. His arthritis was acting up a lot more as time passed, and his eyesight was fading. His constant companion was his old friend Casper. A year younger than Murphy, he took on the responsibility of helping the old thoroughbred move around the ranch. Murphy was still very much respected, but recently he was spending more time sleeping than he did awake. On this particular night, Tucker took the role of night guard, paced the perimeter of the herd. I took a position upwind of the sleeping horses. It started off as a normal, quiet night, but things changed quickly. I scented the cougar when he was still some distance away. This had happened before, so I wasn't too concerned. On every other occasion, the big cat had bypassed the herd and continued on his way along the creek bank towards the foothills. I anticipated that this time he would also ignore us and maintain his track towards his home territory to the west. But the scent remained. I moved quickly to rouse the herd, and I roared, yes, horses do roar. I roared a warning to the sleeping horses. Tucker raced through the group, urging the older mares and geldings and the young colts and fillies to move to the center of the herd. Murphy, roused from sleep, quickly took charge of the inner circle, leaving Tucker and me to organize an outer edge. The scent grew stronger, and then we saw the tawny-colored feline slinking through the bushes. Herd was terrified. Frantically moving back and forth along the front of the gathered horses, Tucker desperately tried to hold them together and face outward towards the approaching cat. Murphy was keeping the older ones and the youngsters inside the circle, but several were near panic. The cougar moved closer, diving forward and retreating under the force of flying hooves and bared teeth. Again and again he moved in, taunting those on the perimeter, staying just out of reach a kick or a stomp that would have crippled him. He knew the power of our legs and the strength of our teeth, and he would dart away just inches from being killed or injured. But the herd was tiring. It was only a matter of time before he outmaneuvered our defenses. From behind me I heard a bellow, and a determined leap one of the older horses, a 28-year-old gelding named Rooster, broke from the inner circle, raced through the trees. He was gone before we could block him in. The remainder of the herd moved forward, ready in an instant to follow Rooster's lead. Murphy moved through the corral group, urging calm. Number of cases kicking and biting those that appeared ready to bolt, he knew that to leave the security of the herd was to invite death. A horse can't outrun a cougar. It appeared to be working as the herd remained in position. That was until a young paint horse named Pongo decided he too would make a break for it. I'm still of the firm belief that Rooster made the decision to sacrifice himself for the safety of the rest of us. As soon as he made a run for the trees and then into the open field, the cougar broke off his stalking of the herd and pursued the older gelding. With Pongo, I'm not so sure. You see, Pongo was only 2-year-old at the time, not even halter broke, and had just joined the herd a few days previously. I don't think he yet understood the whole "we're stronger as a group than as individuals" idea. Whatever the reason for doing so, their racing away gave the herd a brief opportunity to escape. The instant the scent of the big cat faded from the breeze, Tucker, with a shake of his head, signaled me to allow the horses to move. I turned south to the trail and headed for the safety of the barn with the rest of the herd close behind. As was normal, Tucker took up the rear, ensuring that all horses were accounted for and moving closer home. That is, all except Rooster and Pongo. Well, you've already met Uma as we're coming across the bridge, coming up here to the corral. This is Peter. He was a feral horse for a time. So these guys come with a lot of reputation. It's undeserved. And kind of like some of you students. But just give it a little bit of a bio for myself. I'm ADHD. When I was younger, I was designated as a slow learner. Couldn't read properly, but what I did was get into it, and with the help of mentors, I learned how to read properly. I ended up writing 5 books now. I speak all over the country. So guys, stick with it. If I can do it, so can you. I'm still ADHD. That means I can carry a whole bunch of things going on at the same time. But thank you very, very much for the time that you've allowed me to spend with you and your group this morning. And I want to thank Tyler Davis for doing the video, and for 2 of my incredible horses, Uma and Peter, who have joined us this morning. And so thank you very much. And if you want to know more about the herd, Peter is the main character in I Am Cadillac. Uma is a nuisance rival, so she doesn't quite have it, although she's really curious. Come on, girl, back. But you can't get into the camera shot. Thank you. And if you want to know more about the herd, what about the principles under which the book was written, go to rossaMacinnes.com. Just click on all the information there. Thank you so much. Bye now.